Okay, so as a landscape photographer, there are four things or four problems that you want to prevent when you're out in the field shooting. Number one is missing a moment. Number two is getting overwhelmed or getting too distracted. Of course, number three is getting or letting the elements or the environment get in the way of your shot. And of course, the fourth is breaking your gear or damaging the gear that you have. And on this video, I'm going to talk to you about how my new filters from H&Y actually prevents those four problems. Now, this is the H&Y K100 or K series magnetic filter holder, and the goal of this video is just to show you how it makes things easier and it makes things safer and more efficient for me when I'm out shooting in the field. In the box, aside from the holder, you automatically get 4 adapter rings: 182, 77, 72, and 67 here. So this is the only thing wherein you will need to screw in to your lens, and of course you should know what filter diameter your lens has. So this is the filter holder, and you're gonna see right here how simple it is. You turn the 2 screws and give some room for this part of the filter holder, and you slide it in, you lock it. That's it. So say you're shooting, it's still very bright, and you want to do long exposures, really long exposures, maybe 30 seconds to a minute. So you have a choice between using a square ND filter, or you have a choice to use this drop-in filter right here. So this is actually already a combination of an ND1000 or a 10-stop ND filter and a circular polarizer, and it's very easy. The slot is right here, slide it in, and it's there. And you can control the CPL with this knob on the side. Now that we have the 10-stop right here along with the CPL, what's the other thing that you need? Generally, you're gonna need a graduated ND filter, and there are a lot of choices. There's a soft 0.9. The Balancer GND is actually a soft grad with a bit of shifting that gives you a bit more balancing when it comes to compensating for the dynamic range difference between the sky and the foreground. But generally, the grads come in, of course, a filter frame for 100 by 150 millimeter filters, and very easily slap it on right there, lock it like that, and you're good. You want another grad, get it and check which side you used. There are star indicators in the front of the filter frame, and if there is a star on the front, then of course just follow the pattern. And that's actually very handy for situations wherein you're doing long exposures, then suddenly a moving object or moving element or maybe a person comes into your frame and you actually want to capture them sharp and clear. And actually, even if you have maybe 3-4 grads right in front, which is actually not realistic, you wouldn't ever need such a big combination of graduated ND filters. But if you want to take out just the ND filter, the 10-stop, and you want to switch to a fast shutter speed from long exposure, this is something that would take much longer with other filter holders and other filter systems, because you would have to remove one by one from front to back the filters that you have, and usually we keep the densest ND filter closest to the front element of the lens. And again, it would take so much time and you would probably miss the moment. As I said, that is one of the problems that you would want to prevent when you're shooting out in the field. And with this one, let me turn it right here. With this one, all you do, you keep the grats here if you need them, and just get the drop-in filter. And switch your camera mode if you have one already set up. You want to move back to long exposures, slide it in. That's it. So there, basically having the H&Y K series magnetic filter system really reduces the chances for panicking, the chances for being overwhelmed. Of course, if you drop your filters, there is an added layer of protection through the filter frames, and it's very adaptive. It allows you to adapt to the scene very quickly if you need to remove some filters or take everything out entirely. So I removed 4 filters in just 2 steps, and I can put 4 filters in just 2 steps right there. So there. If you have any questions about the H&Y K series magnetic filters or any of the other H&Y filters for landscape photography, for travel photography, architectural photography, or maybe even for portraits or video, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will get to your questions. Thanks for watching.